Hola gente, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos nuevamente. Esta es la parte 2 de la saga que voy a hacer de Hogwarts Legacy en el canal de El Joffre. En el pasado video vimos que fuimos a una bóveda, como decir Gringotts, y sacamos, bueno, creo que era Gringotts. Sacamos, nos pasaron varias cosas. Salió un gigante ahí, nos salvó el pellejo de un enano, de un duende, un goblin. Y nos quedamos en que llegamos a Hogwarts. En este momento el juego se supone que esté cargando. Se quedó cargando, grabé esto corrido. Se supone que el juego está cargando ahora la próxima parte. Y llegamos a Hogwarts, vieron que decía Hogwarts, Legacy, whatever. Eh, Aparentemente, mi personaje tiene una habilidad de ver traces de una magia antigua. Básicamente es como si dijera que soy súper especial, así como lo fue Harry Potter, que era el elegido. Pues ahora yo soy el elegido de este juego. Así que no sé por qué. Parece que está cargando muchas cosas. Eh, Vamos a quedarnos en la cámara principal. Como podrán ver, tengo un clic en el cuarto. Sigo con mi uniforme puesto. Eh, Pertenezco a la casa de Ravenclaw. Ya podemos escuchar que comenzó.
Oh, good.
Estamos en las puertas
We
de
haven't missed the
Hogwarts
sorting ceremony.
y nos perdimos. Como todo boricua,
I'm
siempre
no
llegamos tarde.
expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Parece que no se llevan porque siempre llega tarde.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left.
Mamá bicho.
If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Ahí llegué yo con mis espejuelitos moguls. Todo el mundo comiendo, yo muerto de hambre porque el viejito se le olvidó llevarme a cenar. Ese cabrón piensa que
Professor
somos
Weasley,
hermanos gemelos.
we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time.
Profesora
Have a seat.
Weasley. ¿Que tú eres la abuela de Molly? Pobre sombrero, ha visto muchas cosas.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you?
Bastante más viejo,
You
señor.
come here with preferences and preconceptions.
Yes. Quiero estar en Ravenclaw.
Certain expectations.
Soy inteligente. Eso dice, I can't wait to start classes. I can't wait to explore classes.
I'm looking forward to meeting my professors and learning all I can at Hogwarts.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. I wonder... I detect something in you. A certain sense
Así despistado.
of... what is it?
Curiosity, loyalty, ambition. Curiosidad y ya.
A desire to learn? I do enjoy a good puzzle, and I believe I have a ready mind.
You're clever indeed. You have the ability to reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Lo sabía. Or who makes an interest?
You belong in Ravenclaw.
Cámbiame, doñita, calma, cámbiame.
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow. I said, I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Que se vayan, puñeta. Váyanse a los cuartos, váyanse a los moteles.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Hola.
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
La doñita le quiere meter mano.
It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. Might be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I am, Professor.
Es que me llego tarde
This
porque
is
me
the
mudé
entrance
y
to
la
the
dirección estaba
Ravenclaw
errónea.
common room. You must solve a riddle to enter. I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Vamos a ver.
Who lived longer? The ghost or the poltergeist?
The ghost.
A ghost or a poltergeist? A non-being can never have been.
No entendí el reader.
Well
Pero que-
done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
No, doñita, no te voy a invitar. Quédate allá.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Señor, las alarmas. Ok, por aquí. Se abrió sol. Me gusta. Arriba. Vamos a correr como si supiera dónde estoy. Wow.
I suppose some introductions are in order.
Must be different. Starting.
That's just brilliant, Amit. Brilliant! You'd think you could... Ah! Why, hello. Would you like to take a look?
Y me encontré con otro nerdo.
Can't see too much in the day. Well, except for stars like Sirius, Canopus, Vega, and Arcturus. I'm Amit. Pleasure to have
Te
you
lo
in
dije.
Ravenclaw.
Otro
Never
nerdo.
met someone who's been so close to a dragon before.
Can't say I'd recommend it, frankly. It's nice to meet you, Amit. I take it you like astronomy.
Oh, yes.
¿Cómo tú
So
sabes que estaba
much to
con
be
un
learned
dragón?
from the stars. Also, there's something about the open air and
Yo creo
night
que es por
sky
la
above the
cicatriz.
tower. It's invigorating. You will adore astronomy. Professor Shaw is incredibly knowledgeable.
I find the star fascinating. I never been one for star. Bueno, en realidad yo sí.
I hope astronomy's on my schedule. Sounds interesting.
I have good news for you. You are most definitely taking astronomy. It is required for all fifth years. You will be enthralled with the tower. Plus, a quality telescope can show you things you never dreamed of.
I suppose I'll see you in class then.
Yes. Oh, and
Nos
speaking
vemos
of
ahorita,
class,
papullo.
better get to my first one of the year. Nothing like the smell of fresh parchment, is there? Be seeing you.
Ok. Adiós. ¿Y quién es Ever? Vamos para donde.
That's not right either.
El tipo tenía hambre. Samantha.
I want him to be in the perfect place. A place he'll be happy with.
Ok,
But I
ya está
can't seem to
loquita.
find
Porque si
it.
me viene hablando de eso así sola.
Great golden gobstones! I want him to thrive here.
Golden gobstones.
My own little expression. I bought this Dittany seedling from home and I so want him to feel cozy. Dittany is amazing, isn't it? So much healing power in such a little plant. I've a bit of a thing for plants, as you can see. Pleased to meet you. I'm Samantha.
Nice to meet you, Samantha.
Samantha,
Is
se ve que
Dittany
hablas
used
con
in the
cojones.
Wiggenweld potion?
It is. Looks like someone's been studying up on their potion making.
Actually, Professor Fig told me about the Wiggenweld potion.
Of course. I heard you were studying with him before term. He's an enigma, Fig. Teaches about theory, yet seems to know a lot about practical magic.
It's quite knowledgeable. I wouldn't really know. Sí,
Professor Fig does
pasé
know
el
a
verano.
great deal about, different forms of magic.
Well, I hope he told you about more than Wiggenweld. You've lots to catch up on, I'm sure.
Okay, nice talking with you. Isn't Hufflepuff to like plants? You must student grow their own. Estoy bien tentado. Ok. Sin Marí de los Tigües. Cúcara, mácara, títere, fue. Yo no fui, fue de. No sé qué más, pero aquí se quedé.
An affinity for herbology is more typical of a Hufflepuff than a Ravenclaw, isn't it?
Ordinarily, perhaps, but it runs in my family. We've a full plot of these little fellows back home. I suppose you could say herbology is in my roots.
¿Mm?
Is it common
voy a hacer
practice
la
for students
tostada.
to grow their own ingredients?
Oh, yes. In fact, our herbology teacher, Professor Garlick, encourages it. And I don't think Professor Sharp, our potions master, cares where you get your ingredients as long as your brews are all perfect.
Se supone.
It was nice to meet you, Samantha. Good luck with your Dittany.
Thank you. And good luck to you too on your first day.
Vamos a llevarnos otra manzana para el camino. Claro que sí. Tipo, ¿y tú hablas? No. Ahí está aquí. Dale vuelta, dale vuelta. Hey,
This should be interesting.
deja apuntarla ahí.
Revelio.
Mire magia. Lo sabía.
Just have to wait for the right moment.
Ah, ya sé por qué. No tengo ese conjuro. ¿Y quién está aquí?
This should be interesting.
One moment. Watch this.
Ugh! What is this? Someone threw a dung bomb. Let's get out of here.
That wasn't quite the reaction I wanted. Oh well.
Right. What did you hope would happen?
I suppose I hoped it would lighten the mood. Ravenclaws can be a bit on edge the first day of class. I'm Everett, by the way. You seem downright calm next to some of these characters. And you survived a rather harrowing trip here.
I'm looking forward to my first day. I'm actually, yeah.
Harrowing indeed. I'm still a bit on edge myself
Porque
and a little
todavía no
nervous
sé
for
lo que vaya a
classes to
pasar.
start.
Oh,
Porque
you
pasaron
need to
muchas
be
cosas en el
worried.
camino, so.
Truly, there's no reason to be nervous. Most professors are firm but fair. I mean, not all of the tricks I play are as simple as a tossed dung bomb, and I'm still here.
Wait, did you say most professors are fun but fair?
Ha! I did. But probably best I let you judge for yourself. I do tend to push their limits. I should wander off before someone traces that dung bomb back to me. Nice meeting you.
You too, Everett.
Placer, papá. Te veo
Hey
ahorita,
there.
caballero.
New Ravenclaw.
Hey, ¿qué me
Professor
llamo?
Weasley is looking for you just outside. You had best not keep her waiting.
This is the first year my siblings and I are all at Hogwarts together.
Ajo, sí.
Our poor mother doesn't know what to do with their time, so she knits.
Profesora.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
Oh,
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Ese bolsillo.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
¿A dónde vamos, viejita?
This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Lumos. Revelio.
I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Why don't you cast Revelio on this bust and see what details the field guide can provide?
Was created in honor of Ravenclaw House resident in the lofty Ravenclaw Tower. Field guide challenge are only way to acquire experience points. So cogí 80 puntos. Abremos el field guide. This is your wizarding level. Ok, soy level 1. Soy un brutito. So, level 1. Here. O sea, tengo que conseguir 2.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more
Revelio.
opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
¿Qué es esto? Magia. Oh, entiendo.
No time to waste. You've classes to attend.
El diva. Por aquí. A ver. Words.
Ah, good timing. Ha! perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Bueno, está bueno el juego hasta ahora. Estamos, bueno, está empezando, estamos lentitos aprendiendo lo que hay que hacer. Es mi primera vez jugando teclado. Hay muchos botones que apretar por ahora. Pero no tienen que cambiar a control. Solamente digo, este, nada, cosas que podemos decir en el episodio anterior. Vimos muchas cosas. Aparentemente, mi muñeco es bastante inteligente, tipo es un saberlo todo y nació con el don de ver magia antigua, lo cual me estoy dando cuenta que ahorita hice un rebelio en el cuarto y había una silueta o era como un cuadro 3D que tenía magia antigua, por eso estaba azul, según lo que he visto hasta el momento. Este, me pica. Ujú.
And here we are.
Ah,
Quite the time saver.
yo,
These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
yo hasta ahora
You
lo que
can
voy a
get
hacer es
almost
que voy a
anywhere in
jugar
the castle quickly from
como media
Central
hora por
Hall.
episodio, posiblemente.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the
Quizás
hive. Our
suba los
King's
videos
Cross
uno cada
station,
día,
so to speak.
como quizás suba uno,
Brother just
sí, un día
started
sí, un día no.
Hogwarts as a Gryffindor.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you
Sí,
lost
ando
on the
vamos
way
por ahí.
here.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Can you tell me more about Charm class? Why Sally Defense Academy? What's Hogsmeade?
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
No,
Thank
esto lo
you,
sé.
Professor Weasley.
A
Gracias, no
lot to
pendejo.
absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
There is, in fact, I'm afraid there isn't.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins, and I shouldn't say more.
Exploring
cállate.
ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor
baña.
Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Vamos a experimentar por ahí, hablar con el viejito.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
She caught me off guard. I didn't tell her anything else about our travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. What? Unfold?
Hablando muchachito. Vamos. ¿Qué hay que hacer? Open map. So, según ella me dijo, el map me puede llevar a donde yo quiera. Y esto pues tengo cosas que hacer. Hasta ahora tengo dos. Uno ir a Charm Class, el otro ir a la Defense Against the Dark Arts. So, vamos para allá.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Abre. Corre, nene, corre. Estoy tarde, me estoy cagando, coge. No, para arriba. Le llegué tarde, so yo sé que me van a comer el joyete.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise is good. Well done.
Levioso!
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! This should be easy.
You're good.
How perceptive. Thank you. Protego. Complicates things.
Protego! Stupid!
Lucky.
Nothing lucky about it. Good form. I know. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Rather good at this, aren't you?
I know.
I do. Lively duel. Don't all my students for this adept.
Hey, Mamo.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Ravenclaw.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you.
Understood, Professor.
Again.
Qué bueno que le puedo dar para adelante.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day.
If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you.
Huh. Always thought Levioso.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I have cheers. Come on, it was.
In fact, it was.
Siempre negando lo que pasó.
Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know,
Wow, un Slytherin
you
hablando
might
así.
be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Unsanctioned? I don't know. School rules are in place for a reason.
Yes, to keep students in the dark. So many things we're deemed unprepared to
Ya
know.
me sorprendía
If
que
you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. Till next time.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Sube, sube. Puede ser el verano.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
¿A dónde subir? ¿Verdad? Subir, sí. Acá. No tengo ese spell todavía. Una tacita de té para el camino.
Revelio.
A ver si conseguí algo. Esto está chillando, pero ¿qué está chillando? No encontré nada. Oh, aquí hay algo. ¿Qué hay, compañeros?
Revelio.
Ahí está la tostadita. Ey, va muy rápido, compadre. Por eso está lagueando. Ahí viene subiendo. Lista sea, cabrón, tú no te cansas.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Some of us don't necessarily want him to get back to the lesson.
It would be far more enjoyable if the prefect stayed.
And then the werewolves join the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752.
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Llegamos muy rápido a la clase. Aquí estamos en la clase de, creo que esta es Charms.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
Here.
Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Spacebar, 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 spacebar. Soy you, Akio.
Akio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
Bueno, gente, y vamos a llegar hasta aquí en este episodio de la segunda parte de la saga. Quizás ya después de ciertos episodios se me olvide por qué parte vamos. Pero en este episodio vimos un par de cositas, aprendimos un par de trucos y nuevamente digo, aparentemente mi muñeco, mi avatar es un tipo súper inteligente o especial, whatever. Así que muchas gracias por estar aquí. Recuerden seguirme en todas las redes como el Jofre y estar pendiente de mi canal de YouTube para más contenido. Se cuidan.